What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is a review of the Hot Wheels 2021 RLC Chevrolet 1964 Impala, which is based on the Gypsy Rose Lowrider. The Gypsy Rose was Jesse Valdez's personal car, and he was the president of the Imperial's Car Club in Los Angeles. He is said to be the godfather of lowriders. The pink paint color pays homage to the burlesque dancer Gypsy Rose Lee from the 30s and 40s. Jesse's mom loved flowers, so he had 115 roses hand-painted onto the Gypsy Rose. The custom magenta interior works well with the car's theme. Due to COVID, the car's launch was delayed from 2020 to April 13th, 2021. This car has been very popular with collectors, and car number 2 sold for $565. As of June 2021, cars are selling for around $100. I predict that this will become one of the most sought after RLC cars. My car is number 6,446 out of 20,000, which I think is somewhat significant, being a 1964 Impala. Has the nice rose graphics with hearts. The leaves on it looks really good. The back of the box describes this Hot Wheels car's features. Some nice Hot Wheels logo in pink. Slide it out. Alright, here's the moment of truth. The car comes with this chrome display piece, which is pretty nice. Okay, looks like there's some foam on either side, and it is placed in this felt packaging, and there's felt absolutely covering the car, which is what I figured. I don't really like these felt packagings that the cars come in, because it leaves felt all over the car, and then you have to wipe it off with something. Interestingly, it doesn't want to lay flat. This is the Hot Wheels RLC 1964 Chevrolet Impala Lowrider. And Hot Wheels is calling this car the Rosen one, but it's clearly based off of the Gypsy Rose. I have to say this casting is pretty awesome. It features hydraulic suspension, which is the first time Hot Wheels has had hydraulic suspension in about 20 years. So that's really cool to see that coming back. And the car features Spectraflame magenta paint. But what's interesting is on the side of the car, it's not so much a chrome-like finish like on the top of the car. It's more of a, I don't know, I want to say brushed finish or something. But maybe it's just all the tampo work that kind of detracts from the chromeness on the sides. It is incredibly detailed. There's a whole bunch of roses alongside the doors with petals. The rear has nice tail lamps, Chevy logo, says S Low on the black plate for the license plate. The interior is incredibly detailed with magenta and pink, and you can see some nice speakers and subwoofers on the rear deck on the inside, and these Dayton wheels look really cool. They are a perfect replica of a lowrider wheel. They're incredibly tiny, and they look perfect on this model. Absolutely stunning. It does appear to be maybe a couple of imperfections. There is a slight spot in the metal there. After filming, I was able to remove that white spot from the trunk. Just know with all the felt, you're going to need to clean this car thoroughly. Otherwise, the details look really good. Included with the car is this chrome display so you can see the underside of the car, and it has rose tampos all the way around, which is really cool. It would be nice for a display case. But my turntable does a pretty good job of that right now, so that looks pretty good. Here's the underside of the car. As you can see, the car doesn't want to sit flat. You should be able to do multiple poses with this car. Okay, so if you have it all the way up in the front, the rear wheels don't even touch the ground, which is interesting. Oh wow, the rear goes crazy high. Oh wow, that is awesome. That's so cool. Really neat. So yeah, you could pose it pretty much any way you want. That being said, I was unable to replicate the extreme articulation from these Hot Wheels spy shots back when the car was in the prototype stage. The hydraulics seem rather fragile, and honestly I'm afraid to break them by pushing them and moving them too far out of place. Hot Wheels knocked it out of the park with this car. I think it looks really, really nice. Paint is awesome. The tampo work is absolutely spectacular. Those little roses are so tiny, and they all have petals. I think that's impressive. Unfortunately, the roses on the Hot Wheels car are not multicolored like they are on the Gypsy Rose. It's quite the shame. There's also text on the rear fender that says by any other name, which I think is kind of cheesy. We all know this is the Gypsy Rose. So just imagine those hopping competitions. It's pretty cool. So if you just push down on the car, it kind of moves the suspension back into place. It's nice. There's the classic three-wheeled stance. Doesn't move quite as much as I was hoping it was going to. Good news is it's relatively stiff, so if you place it somewhere, it seems to stay. Like I said, I think you could mess around with this thing for a long time trying to find the exact position that you'd want to place it in. But car features special flame paint, the metal base. The hydraulic portion is chrome plastic, I believe. Definitely looks good. I would say this is a must-have for your collection. It is absolutely awesome, and it's definitely a piece of automotive culture. Can't get over how tiny those wheels are. Maybe that's how you place it. You push the car down just a little bit on one side instead of actually moving the hydraulics themselves. So it's a little bit lower on the passenger side, a little bit higher on the driver's side. Thank you for watching my review of the 2021 Hot Wheels Redline Club 1964 Chevrolet Impala Lowrider, the Gypsy Rose. You may also like to watch the following Redline Club reviews. Consider subscribing to my channel Stick Shift Hot Wheels for more Hot Wheels reviews and DIYs.